Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh from TrailBuilt, and in the beginning of September, we had announced the brand new BFG Trail Terrain as BFG's newest model in their all-terrain lineup. The Trail Terrain was designed for the adventure enthusiast who loves to go overlanding, camping, and just get to those remote off-road locations, but still have a desirable tire that performs well on road. I think BFG nailed it with their new Trail Terrain, as I've been running them on my Highlander now for about a month and a half. First off, guys, when we announced the Trail Terrain originally back in September, we did only have a couple different sizes on our website, whereas now we actually have 24 different variation of sizes, starting with 16-inch wheel diameters, 17-inch, 18s, and 20s, and you can check them out. They're right on our website at TrailBuilt Offroad. And we do plan on getting more inventory of those on our website here in the next few months as BFG releases new tire sizes. So make sure and stay tuned for that. So one of the things that we talked about in our initial video of the introduction of the Trail Terrains was not only the on-road handling and on-road performance of them and what they were designed for. For example, they are an all-weather rated tire, which basically is like your M+S rating. And then there's also the 3 Peak Mountain Snowflake rating, which we had talked about before as well. If you're not familiar with the 3 PMS rating, it just means that the tire has met certain criteria that is set forth by the ASTM to make sure that they're performing the way they should be in severe winter driving conditions like snow and on ice. So they are 3 PMS rated, and the nice thing about these tires, not only are they all-weather rated, but they have a 60,000 mile tread wear warranty, which for a 3 PMS rated tire is really exceptional, because by theory, the softer the compound, the stickier it is in colder temperatures, which should mean that the tire should wear out faster. But on these Trail Terrains, they don't. They still have a 60,000 mile tread wear warranty and the 3 PMS rated symbol. So pretty good for BFG to accomplish that. Another thing too is with that combination of the silica and rubber in the compound, it does create them to not only last longer and be a little bit softer at the same time, but that also enhances the off-road performance. When you're off-road and you have a tire tread compound that is a little bit grippier, a little bit stickier while off-roading, well, that's just gonna end up giving you more traction, whether it's in the rocks, in the dirt, snow, sand, whatever it may be. You're just gonna have that additional more traction off-road. I had a feeling they were gonna perform really well, but I thought there was gonna be a lot more tire slippage out on the trails, especially on some of the obstacles that were covered with just a little bit of layer of water and mud, where you sort of build up that extra slippery layer of dirt and mud. And we were able to, with the Highlander here, half loaded with gear, because most of the gear was at the campsite, we're still able to maintain all sorts of awesome traction out on the trails. Now, I did air down to 18 PSI, whereas street pressures in the Highlander here, I'm running 32 PSI as I am right now. But before we hit the trail at the trailhead, we aired down to 18 PSI, both front and rear, just to grab some of that additional traction. Nice thing about these Trail Terrains is they still maintain some of the side biters that are more traditional to the KO2 model. So being aired down, that gives you a little extra footprint on some of the sidewall there where those side biters or those side cleats are, to help grip and bite and get you that additional traction from the sidewall when you're aired down out on the trail. So there were some obstacles where they had logs and there was some mud and water covering the logs, and even with the Highlander, with the automatic 4-wheel drive system in the Trail Terrains, it literally had no issues with getting over any of the obstacles out on the trail. We hit a couple of mud holes that we were able to walk right through, and it really set the pace for how well an all-terrain tire, an all-weather all-terrain tire with a 3 PMS rating could perform off-road. Although BFG did not specifically design these Trail Terrains to be an off-road tire, if that's something you're looking for, obviously they have the KO2 and the KM3 to get you that true hardcore off-road performance. But the Trail Terrain really is the best of all worlds. If you're doing mild to moderate off-roading, you're doing a lot of road driving, street driving, daily driving, or any situation like that, the Trail Terrains really absolutely have impressed me more than any tire that I've ever had on a passenger vehicle that I've taken off-road. This isn't just being said just to sell you guys these tires. We literally have thousands of other tires on our website, but from giving you a first-hand experience so far, I have not been able to pick out any sort of negative issue with these tires that I've had so far. So we're gonna keep giving you guys updates as we go along, but to reiterate what I said, with the Trail Terrain's tread pattern, with the siping that's involved with them, with the side biters or the side cleats similar to the KO2s, the robustness of the construction of the tire, the fact that they're 3 PMS rated with a 60,000 mile warranty, and just the fact that they've exceeded all of my expectations so far really does put them at the top of my list at one of the most desired and preferred tires that I've ran to date. However, we're still waiting for the snow to fly. We still really want to put these to the test during the winter. We do want to get a bunch of different on-road variation tests to show you guys. Plus, we want to take these things off-road, hit the trails with them covered with snow and ice, and really show you guys how well they perform. That's where I really want to see them excel the most, because if they do well in the snow or on the ice, then they're gonna do well just about everywhere else. So make sure and stay along with us by hitting that subscribe button. And guys, to find all of the pricing, all of the different variations of sizes of them, all of their specs, you can find them right on our website at TrailBuilt Off-Road. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.